doing. I'm trying everything in the book, but here's me stressing.
Baby, calm down, calm down. Yo, this your body, it puts in my heart for lockdown, oh lockdown. Yo, you sweet life, fat down, fat down. If I tell you, say I love you.
Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Fancy for those of you that don't know me, and today is my birthday. Yeah! Thank you, Allah, for another year. It's going to be great, inshallah. So I'm going to the beauty supply. I'm doing this video, it's like my birthday prep. And then my next video is going to be like my actual birthday dinner, one of two. So yesterday, get into this. Yesterday, I was supposed to have a birthday dinner with some of my friends. And I wanted to get an install done, a wig. So I found someone on TikTok. I was texting her, and she's like, yeah, blah, blah. And when I asked her where the address is, she stopped texting. And I saw on her page there was an address, so I followed that. But it was like a broad address. It was like the street and the zip code. And I went, couldn't find her. So this was supposed to be yesterday, by the way. So I was supposed to have the dinner with my friends yesterday. So I texted my friends. I was like, girls, can we do this like tomorrow? Because I didn't have my hair done, nothing. And I'm just like, this girl just stopped responding to me. So there was another girl that I was reaching out to, because I was reaching out to multiple people just in case. But this other girl, she didn't have availability yesterday, so that's why I went with the other girl. But I texted the girl that didn't have availability yesterday. I was like, do you have availability tomorrow? Because my friend said, yeah, to push in it. Well, most of them. And she was like, yeah, girl, same thing. Texting her, and then she just stopped responding. And I'm just like, okay, I'm a talented young individual lady, and I can do it myself, right? So right now I'm going to the beauty supply store to go get the stuff that I need. My sister, she moved out a couple months ago, but she used to do wigs like on herself, of course, and sometimes she did it on me and my other sister. So she has most of the things that are needed in the house that she left behind. So I'm just gonna, I looked and see what's missing, so I'm gonna go get whatever is missing and install it myself. Yeah, the first and last time I installed a wig was like 5 years ago. I don't install wigs, so I'm praying that it comes out good, especially since it's for my birthday. So let's see how that goes. So yeah. But yeah, guys, guess how old I am in the comments. This is the wig straight out the package. Sorry guys if this is not a good, a good view. It came with this band. I don't know what this is supposed to be, but I don't think I need it. And it came with a lid cap, but I already got a lid cap. It's cool. Alright, y'all, so this is another look at the wig after I took it out the package. Now this is me about to bleach the hair. I got Developer 40 and the bleach and also a brush, that's the black thing, so I can mix everything up. Here's me pouring the bleach into a container that I have, and then I added the developer in there. Now this is something that I observed my sister do when she was like doing wigs, so that's how I know how to do this. And plus I looked at some TikTok videos just to confirm everything. So now this is me mixing everything together, making sure that it's well incorporated, no lumps, no nothing, because there's powder in there. Yeah, look at it, nice and smooth. That's how you want it. I'm talking like I do wigs, but anyways, it worked anyways. So this is me applying it to the actual wig. Now I was kind of scared because I bleached a wig I think 1 or 2 other times, but they were black, so I didn't really want to ruin this hair because it was colored. So I left it for 25 minutes instead of like 30 or 35. No, I left it for 20 minutes. So this is it after I washed it with purple shampoo. I didn't show that part because it was gonna be hard, but here's me after I blow dried it just a little bit to get that like inside part kind of dry. Yeah, I probably am not gonna keep this part in, but anyways, I'm starting to do wig install. I don't know if this is gonna ruin it or anything, but let's see. So I have got to be glue. So I'm doing YouTube here and TikTok there, so that's why I'm like looking back and forth. Alright, y'all, so the first step that I did was just spread the got to be glue throughout the lace on both sides, and then I went ahead and blow dried it. This part took about 5 to 6 minutes, y'all, but I was trying to be patient because I didn't want anything to go wrong. And then after it was dried, I just went ahead and cut the wig cap around, you know, the excess, all of that. And once I was done cutting it, guys, yeah, this is taking too long, but it took way longer. I cut out a lot. If you guys want a more detailed video, let me know, but I'm not a professional, so yeah. Anyways, I had like a razor thingy to go ahead and cut it even more since it's smaller than the scissors. And then here's me just looking at it. I was like, okay, I ate. So then I found some makeup. I put that on the lace to kind of like help, you know, help it look semi-natural under the wig. So that's the glue that I used. I had never used that before or nor seen my sister use it, but the woman at the beauty supply said it was good. So I was like, okay. So I did 2 dots throughout, one on my skin, one on the cap, and then used the end of the razor to like spread it out. And then while the first layer was drying, I just put makeup on the lace, and then I forgot to fit it, so that's what I'm doing here. I put it over and then cut off like the ear part to make sure that it fits well. And then after I did that, I was just like fitting it again just to make sure that it was fine and it fit, and it did. So after I did that, I went ahead and cut it into 3 sections so that it makes it easier later on when I actually lay down the wig. So for the glue part, I think I ended up doing like 3, well actually I think I did 2 layers. Yeah, this is the second layer. I wanted to do 3, but then I was like, let me just chill, like make sure that it goes right, and then next time, say I'm reinstalling or something, I'll do 3. But so here's me spreading out the second layer, filling myself over here, and then I'm just showing you guys how much glue got on my hands, and then I'm just fanning it out a little bit so that it could dry. Look at me, so excited, oh my god. So here's me fanning it out, and then after I was done with that, I just put the wig down to actually glue it down. Now I think instead of cutting the lace right after I did this, I probably should have put the band on right after this just to make sure it's like laid, melted, and then cut the excess off. But you live and you learn, right? But no, right after I put it down, I glued it, I literally cut off the lace. As you can see, it wasn't like laid, so I don't know why I didn't stop there. I just kept going. And then after I cut off the excess, y'all, I was getting nervous. I'm telling you, like I was getting real nervous. But I was trying not to panic. I was still having hope and like staying calm because I'm like, my dinner's in a couple hours and it's my last hope. Look at me, y'all. Oh my god. I was like, what is happening? But I was like, you know, some scissors and makeup can fix anything, right? Right. That's what I kept telling myself. So here's me trying to cut off more lace to try to make it look semi-normal. And here's me contemplating my life choices. And then I put the band on because I was like, you know what? When I take off the band, it's gonna be laid, melted, you know? Like, I had hope. So here's me. I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm trying everything in the book. But here's me struggling. Yeah, that's how I felt at the moment. But I was like, while the band is on, let me work my lashes. Mind you, it's my first time doing this too. My clusters, yeah. So I was struggling. It probably took me like 30-40 minutes when it probably should take like 10-15. But anyways, everyone has their own process, and it's my first time, so if I do it over and over, it'd help. But I was struggling, and I think in the beginning I was showing you guys it was size 8 and 10, so I originally wanted to do 3 size 10s on the outer layer that you see, but then I kept dropping it, so then I ended up doing 2 10s and then 3 8 in the inner part. So that's what I ended up going with. And honestly, the glue kept getting in my eye. Look at this. Look, I was struggling. When I tell you I was struggling, but I kept trying because I was like, my dinner's coming, like, and earlier, it was moved to the next day in the first place. So I was like, I'm not moving it again, and yeah. So I took off the band, and I was like, jump scare. So then I was like, okay, let me plug it a little bit, and here's me trying to cut out some more lace. Guys, I was trying everything in the book to make this work out, and trust me, I was gonna make this work out. So then I was like, okay, let me apply some makeup, because again, what did I say? Nothing a little scissored and makeup can't fix, right? So then I'm like thinking, okay, it's not looking too bad, but it's looking like something. So I was like thinking, and then I was like, okay, I don't know. And then I remembered I had got headbands earlier to wear like later on, because I was like, over time my wig's gonna get old, and then I could just put on my headband and go out. So I was like, okay, let me try on that headband, because my birthday dress is white, but I'm gonna try on the black one, see how it looks, so that I don't dirty the white one with makeup in case I do end up wearing it. So then I put the headband on. I was like, okay, this does not look bad at all. It's manageable, especially once I style the hair. So then I was like, okay, that's an option. And now I was putting the wax stick, showing y'all my hot comb, as if you guys didn't see it earlier when I was at the beauty supply store. But anyways, here's me scoping out the edges, parting it. And then I was just like, yo, I was so hopeful. So then I did that to one side, and I did it to the other side, and then I was putting the wax stick again, and then I sprayed some spritz, because somebody said that helps, or like that, I don't know what, but I sprayed it, and I was like, okay, it's looking better. And then here I go with more spritz, because I'm like, okay, it's not looking bad. So then I have this little straightener. I cut my edges. It's the little straightener my sister left when she like moved out. So I was like, okay, perfect. I'm gonna use that to style my hair. So I'm cutting the edges, and then I ended up curling it, which you're gonna see. Yeah, that's me curling the edges, because that's something I was like, okay, that could help out. And I did it to all four that I parted out and the side parts as well. And then here's me just trying to lay it down, I guess. And I was like, okay, it's not looking bad. Yo, everything was coming together, so I kept being positive, hopeful, and yo. So then I put the headband back on, because I was like, that's one of the things that's saving me right now. And I took the hair clips out, and I was starting to curl it. Now that same little straightener, it's small, but it works, and I used to curl my whole head, y'all. Literally. Okay, so this is how it's looking. It's not too bad. I think I decided I wanted a side part, so I'm gonna mold that. And so when I say mold, I mean put parts, like do parts, put wax stick, and then hot comb it down. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I mean. Like, so that it's not bulky. It low-key ended up being a little bulky, but I think it would have been way worse if I hadn't done this. So I'm glad I did this part. So here's me on my last part of it, but it looked fine here. I think just like later on you'll see, but like when I curled it, especially the top area, that's what made it bulky later on. So here's me trying to like flat it, like hot comb it down. I wasn't playing. And then I started straightening the other side with that same little straightener. I said straightening, I meant curling. Whoa. So yeah, here's me curling, and I'm doing that to the whole section. Yeah, this took so long. But then tell me why I was going too fast, 'cause I was getting impatient, and my fist hit my eyeball. And remember, I have these clusters on, so they're like hard with glue on them, and it just hurt my eyeball, y'all. My tears started coming down. It hurt so bad, and I was like, no. So then here's me just finishing up the curling process, because y'all, nothing's stopping me. All these obstacles, I don't know what it was thinking. Yeah, you hurt my eyeball, but I was gonna keep going. I got a dinner to attend, and it's my birthday, period. So here's me just doing the finishing touches. So the top, that curl was nice, but I thought like it would have been better for me to separate it. So that's what I ended up doing. I separated it and then curled it. Oh, that looks good. Okay, period. So I separated it and then curled it a little bit more. And that's what I was talking about earlier. I feel like that made it like a little pokey. But look, I ate. It looked good, y'all. And I was starting to feel like, okay, look at me. Here I go with more spritz. I was starting to feel like, yeah, I don't really need to wear the headband. Like, it really doesn't look bad. And for my first time, y'all, I ate down. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like, comment, subscribe, and come back for the next video for my actual birthday vlog. Bye, guys.